But first, as of this morning, President Trump's tariff overhaul is now extending to millions of packages coming into the United States every single day. The Trump administration just ended the de minimis exemption at midnight, meaning goods under $800 can be taxed. As those added tariff fees take effect, dozens of countries now suspending some shipments to the United States. NewsNation's Marcus Espinoza has the latest from New York for us this morning. So, Marcus, break it down. What does this mean moving forward for all of us who order something overseas?
Yeah, that's right. And I think plenty of us do here. If you look at the numbers, good morning, Marky. And here's a few things to break down. Companies like Etsy may feel this effect pretty immediately here versus others across the country. But there's a lot to break down on what this exemption causes and what it's going to take and for businesses to kind of navigate this and move around this. There's a lot to get to when it comes to something like this. So if we can bring up some things here, basically in July, President Trump signed an executive order suspending the de minimis for all countries. The exception allowed imported goods up to $800 in value to not be taxed or have a tariff. As of this morning, that exception has expired. According to CBP, over 1 billion packages entered the U.S. last year without being taxed. Now, depending on the originating country, tariffs can be charged, and some fear that will make items more expensive for consumers. Online global retailer Etsy putting this advice on their website for sellers, saying in part, as you communicate with your buyers about their orders, keep in mind that some buyers may not have paid tariffs before. We recommend being transparent with your buyers if you believe a potential sale may be subject to tariffs, or if your costs have been changed to reflect the cost of tariffs. There's been some global pushback. Some 30 countries have suspended postal service to these goods here under that $800 as well. And that doesn't apply to letters and documents. So that's something to keep in mind. And then in 2023, only 8% of the de minimis packages coming in were from postal services like that. So a lot of things affected here with this, Marky.
A lot of people getting, cancellation notifications on packages. It marks a major turning point in trade right now. But Marcus, not everybody is wary of the change. How are economists and researchers reacting to this?
Yeah, you know what? As I've been researching this and watching videos and reading on this, it's kind of 50-50, I would say. Some think this is going to be a good thing, mainly because of safety issues that the U.S. government has brought up. Others are concerned over the cost that this is going to end up hitting folks in the wallet there. So that's really the concern as far as these things go. The Consumer Federation of America told me originally the purpose of de minimis was for things like souvenirs when people travel, but it shifted over the years. Those who opposed de minimis said it not only hurt U.S. companies, but it allowed for possibly unsafe items to enter the United States. On their website, CBP said this about some de minimis shipments: bad actors are exploiting this explosion in volume to traffic counterfeits, dangerous narcotics, and other illicit goods, including precursor chemicals and materials such as pill presses and dye molds used to manufacture fentanyl and other synthetic drugs that are killing Americans.
It's supposed to streamline the customs process, but the reality is the de minimis exemption has allowed a lot of low value product to get in that's either unsafe or non-compliant. There is some chaos involved here, as folks may have seen. Certain countries' postal services are announcing that they're disrupting service to the United States. So we may see a little bit of chaos in the short term.
A little bit of chaos in the short term. Now, it's worth noting that this already expired. This exemption already expired for China on May 2nd. So we've already been dealing with that in that aspect, but now many other countries affected. Marky.
Okay, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Marcus Espinoza live in New York. Thank you.